Hi everyone, it's Tish with Naptime Creations. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel, and if you're new, don't forget to subscribe. Today we're going to be making some jewelry. Here's a little sneak peek of how they turned out. I'm going to be using the Liquid Diamonds casting resin to make my little pendants. This resin is really good for jewelry because it cures crystal clear, and it's like water consistency, so there's not many bubbles that you have to deal with. I'm going to be using a digital scale to weigh out my resin because if you use a digital scale, there's really no room for error. You get your measurements right on the nose. So the liquid diamonds is a 2-to-1 ratio, meaning if you want 9 ounces of resin, which is how much I'm going to be using today, I'm going to be mixing 3 ounces of my part B, pouring that in first, and then 6 ounces of my part A. So then I'm going to mix up my resin here. I'm going to mix it up for 5 minutes, and you'll know it's good and mixed when all those little stringy things go away and it's crystal clear. And just to say, I mixed up 9 ounces because I was working on other projects at the same time. For these pendants, I really only used, I would say, about 2 ounces of resin. I didn't use very much at all because the pendants are really small. So I'm going to pour my resin into my mixing cups here. I have 4 different cups. I'm going to be using clear in one of them and then 3 different colors. And before I poured my resin into my little silicone cups here, I let it sit for about 10 minutes, and that helped get rid of any bubbles that I introduced while mixing. The colors I'm going to be using today are the Artisan mica powder in Onyx, the Supernova Glitz and Glam pigment by Lorez, and the extra fine holographic glitter from Just For You Online UK. You can kind of see I had some fine particles floating up towards my camera from the pigments here. So you want to make sure you're wearing a respirator when you're dealing with fine glitters and mica powders, because those fine particles can kind of float up into the air and you don't want to be breathing those in because it's not good for your lungs. So I had my full face respirator on when I was working with these, but I will say the Liquid Diamonds has 0 smell. It's the least smelling resin I've worked with. It literally smells like nothing, so I really love the Liquid Diamonds for that. And I'm also going to be using some of this mermaid blue crushed glitter glass from Just For You Online UK. It's super pretty. I thought that would be nice to add into some of these pendants that I'm going to be making. So I'm pouring in a little bit of the clear, and then I'm going to sprinkle some of that glitter glass on top there, and then I'll be adding in my colors. You want to add a little bit of clear before you add glitter glass or anything that's heavy that you're going to be putting in your pendants. You just want to add a little bit of clear so that way your heavier stuff has something to sit on. Hopefully that makes sense. And basically, see, I'm just placing that glitter glass on top of the clear resin here. And the Liquid Diamonds is really good for making jewelry or doing anything in a mold because it's really, really thin. It's almost like a water consistency. And like I said, there's no bubbles. So if you want to get some to try, check out the epoxy resin store. And I have a 20% off coupon code, naptime20, and that'll save you 20%. I really, really love the Liquid Diamonds. It cures crystal clear. And it has literally no smell. It's the least smelly resin that I've ever used before. You can't smell it at all, which is amazing. So now I'm going to go in with my Supernova here. Look at how pretty that is. And I'm just going to add a little bit of the Onyx and then a little bit of the Supernova and just experiment, see what I can come up with my little pendants. I was filling the molds just to the rim and then taking a little toothpick here. I had a piece of the glitter glass kind of float up, so I just took a toothpick and kind of pushed that down. But I was just combining the colors with what I thought would be pretty. The Onyx and that holographic glitter from Just For You Online UK are really pretty together. These turned out really nice. And I got all of these products from Beebeecraft. So if you haven't seen my unboxing video that I uploaded on Friday, be sure to check that out. I will link that down below. I got all these awesome products from them. These cups are amazing. They have the pointed spout and they're super bendy. So it's good when you're making jewelry because you can really get in there and pour it nicely and not make a huge mess. I know if I didn't have these cups, I would have a huge mess on my hands because I can be kind of messy with my resin sometimes, but these cups really helped with that. So I'm just going to keep filling the molds here, alternating my colors between the holographic glitter, the onyx, and the supernova. And if you guys want to get any of these products to check out and try for yourself, I'll link everything down below in the description box. So be sure to check that out if you want to pick any of these products up for yourself to try. So I'm just about done filling up my molds here, and what I'm going to do is cover it up with an upside down roasting pan and let these set up for 24 hours, and then we will demold them and see how they turned out. Like I said, the liquid diamonds has hardly any bubbles, and there were no bubbles, so I didn't even have to go in with my torch and torch these at all. They had no bubbles just on their own. So here we are, it's 24 hours later. You can see I made quite a bit of stuff, all my projects I was demolding, but here's how the pendants turned out. They turned out really pretty. That glitter glass is just amazing. I love it. It almost reminds me of like an opal almost. I know all opals aren't blue, but it's just really pretty in there. I'm glad I added it. And some of them are clear. I know it's kind of blurry, but I'll take you in for a close-up after I get them all demolded. Sorry about the focus. It wasn't really focusing because it's so sparkly. The glitter's so sparkly. This one turned out really cool too, this little square. But I'll take you in for a close-up once I get them all demolded. But they turned out nice and shiny, and I love how you can see the clear on some of them. The liquid diamonds is crystal clear. It's really pretty. And if you want to get some of the glitter glass or any of the Just For You Online UK products, I will link them down below. Be sure to check them out. Dryer Days, Catherine, she has a store and she carries Just For You Online UK products for anyone in the US that wants to give them a try, so you don't have to pay the international shipping. So she's amazing. She has a YouTube channel. She makes some really pretty stuff on her channel. So I'll link her channel down below and her website. What do you guys think about these ones? Let me know down in the comments. I just love that glitter glass in there. And there's no texture. It's totally smooth and flat and shiny on the surface. And so I'm just going to finish showing you guys how they turned out, and then we'll be ready to put them in the jewelry trays. And like I said before, I got the mold and the jewelry trays and the chains that I'm going to be attaching to the pendants, all from Beebeecraft. So be sure to check them out if you guys want to try to make your own jewelry. It's a lot of fun, and they make great Christmas gifts or gifts for the holidays, or just gifts for any occasion, really. I love these purple ones with the glitter glass and the supernova and the onyx. Turned out really pretty. So I'm going to get my trays here and see which pieces fit best. See, I wasn't really planning ahead because I totally spaced and forgot that I had some gold trays. So the silver didn't really go too well with the gold, but it matches really well with the silver trays. So what I'm going to do is just be using the silver trays for these pieces, and then I'm going to make some more jewelry, hopefully this coming weekend. And I'm going to be using alcohol inks, and I'm going to be using some gold, so I can use these gold trays. And then the rest of my little pendants here, I'm going to be turning those into magnets. Super easy to do. So I'm just going to be using the silver trays like I said, but look at how pretty. And all you have to do is get some glue and glue your little pendants into the trays. Super simple and easy. Here's my magnets and my E6000 glue. I'm going to be making 3 necklaces out of these, and then the rest I'm going to turn into magnets. So super simple and easy. All you have to do is take some E6000, just I would say like half of a pea size amount, put it on your magnet, and then hold your magnet onto your piece for about 10 seconds, and you're good to go. Same thing with the pendants. I'm just taking a little bit, like half of a pea size amount on the back of my pendant or in the tray, holding my pendant down for about 10 seconds, just like this, and then letting it set up and dry for 24 hours, and then we will be able to put them on the chain. So here we are 24 hours later, and these are the chains. I also got these off of Beebeecraft. These are 18-inch stainless steel lobster clasp chains, and they have different little loops, so you could make them shorter or longer than 18 inches, or you could do the last loop here, see, and that would be 18 inches, or there's two other loops and you could make them shorter. But look at how pretty that one turned out. I think that one's my favorite. I don't know, it's so hard to pick a favorite. I think they're all pretty. So I'm just going to put my chains on here with my pendants, and then I will show you guys what they look like when they're all finished up. So here they are 24 hours later. These are the magnets. They turned out really awesome too. Super excited. I'm doing my first craft fair in about 3 weeks. So we'll see if anybody likes them as much as I do. I think they turned out really cool. I love this round one here, and the heart are my favorite. See, the onyx and that holographic glitter go really pretty together, just those two on their own. But next time I'm definitely going to try to do some with some gold. And look at the back, see the little magnet on there. I got the magnets off Amazon, so I'll link those down below too. And see, this is just a little cookie sheet that I got from Dollar Tree, and the magnets, you know, sit perfectly on top of the cookie sheet. They're not going to move or go anywhere. And here's the necklaces. Look at how pretty. It's kind of, the camera wasn't really capturing the supernova, but you can see it's got a purple undertone on that first one there. This one turned out cool with the onyx and the glitter. And this one's got all 3, the supernova, the onyx, and the glitter glass. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you learned something, and if you liked it, go ahead and leave me a like. And if you have any questions, let me know down in the comments, and all the products I used will be linked below in the description if you want to get some to try. Thanks for watching, you guys. I hope you're having a good day, and I will see you on Friday. Bye!